Formula One has always been filled with drama, rivalries and power struggles. But the 2025 season has taken things to another level. Lewis Hamilton is no longer biting his tongue. He's gone public, calling out Ferrari's internal issues and exposing secrets that were supposed to stay behind closed doors. And just when that wasn't enough to shake the paddock, Helmut Marko has launched a furious attack on Red Bull, revealing a deep fracture in the once dominant team. Buckle up, because this is no ordinary F1 news update. This is the unraveling of two giants from the inside. When Lewis Hamilton made the shock switch to Ferrari, fans were dreaming of a fairy tale, one final championship run in the famous red suit. But reality has been far from perfect. Behind the scenes, Hamilton has reportedly grown frustrated with the way Ferrari operates. And now he's had enough. In a series of interviews and subtle jabs in press conferences, Hamilton has begun to publicly question Ferrari's development, direction, their strategy decisions, and even the internal communication structure. Hamilton said, "You can't win in this sport unless everyone is pulling in the same direction. At times I feel like I'm speaking a different language to some people in the team." Those words hit hard, not just for fans but for Ferrari, insiders who've tried to project unity. Sources close to Maranello claim Hamilton is pushing for major personnel changes, questioning the role of key technical staff, and demanding that the team adopt a more modern, data-driven approach. He's not just trying to drive the car, he's trying to reshape the entire culture of Ferrari. Much of the tension centers around the SF25, Ferrari's 2025 challenger. While the car has shown flashes of speed, it's wildly inconsistent. Hamilton has allegedly clashed with engineers about setup philosophy and development priorities. Ferrari wanted Hamilton to adapt to their car, but Hamilton believes the car should adapt to him. He's reportedly rejected some of the upgrades suggested by Ferrari's technical team, saying they don't suit his driving style. That has created a divide in the garage. Charles Leclerc, Ferrari's long-standing golden boy, is following the team's direction, while Hamilton is going his own way. Insiders say it's the most divided the Ferrari garage has been since the days of Alonso and Massa. Meanwhile, at Red Bull, things are falling apart in their own way. Helmut Marko, the outspoken Red Bull advisor and talent scout, has exploded in frustration over the current state of the team. After years of dominance, Red Bull now looks shaky. Reliability issues, internal politics, and a visible lack of coordination between Christian Horner and other senior leaders have all boiled to the surface. In an interview with Austrian media, Marko didn't hold back. He said, "We used to be ruthless winners. Now we're distracted by power games and off-track nonsense. That's not how you keep championships." Marko is reportedly furious with how the Verstappen situation is being handled. Max has a performance clause in his contract and has been linked with a sensational exit if the chaos continues. Marko feels Red Bull is alienating the very driver he helped bring into the sport. There are even whispers that Marko himself might be on the way out, either pushed or choosing to walk. What we're witnessing is unprecedented. Two of the biggest powerhouses in Formula One, Ferrari and Red Bull, are now caught in public and private battles that threaten their very foundations. Lewis Hamilton is exposing Ferrari's vulnerabilities, demanding a new era of accountability and performance. Meanwhile, Helmut Marko is tearing into Red Bull for losing its ruthless edge and letting politics disrupt the pursuit of victory. The 2025 championship isn't just about lap times anymore. It's about survival, leadership, and control. With McLaren and Mercedes quietly gaining ground and Aston Martin lurking in the shadows, the fall of Ferrari and Red Bull could open the door for a new F1 order. Hamilton's boldness could either make him the hero Ferrari desperately needs, or the reason the Scuderia implodes again. Marko's fury might wake Red Bull up or signal the end of their dynasty. One thing is certain, F1 has never been more unpredictable. The events unfolding at Ferrari and Red Bull are not just isolated dramas. They have the potential to directly influence the championship race. With both teams grappling with internal turmoil, the door is open for their rivals to capitalize on these weaknesses. As we move deeper into the 2025 season, Mercedes is quietly positioning itself as a serious contender. While not yet matching The speed of Red Bull's dominance, Mercedes's steady progress, combined with Lewis Hamilton's growing frustration with Ferrari, could provide a window for the team to close the gap. Hamilton's performances, even when under pressure, remain exemplary. If he finds peace within his team and confidence in his car, Mercedes could be on the cusp of a resurgent season. Similarly, McLaren's rapid rise in 2025 has caught the attention of the paddock. Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri have both shown flashes of brilliance this season, with McLaren taking significant strides in car development. The team's ability to navigate the ongoing chaos at Red Bull and Ferrari could set them up for a surprise title challenge if the bigger teams continue to flounder. These developments underscore an exciting shift in Formula One, where the established powerhouses are being challenged by teams that, only a few years ago, were fighting for mere mid-table finishes. The internal struggles at Ferrari and Red Bull may have unintentionally opened the door for this shift. At the heart of all this drama is Lewis Hamilton. The seven-time world champion's move to Ferrari was always going to be a massive talking point, but what we are witnessing now is far beyond a simple driver-team relationship. Hamilton, a veteran of the sport with unparalleled insight, is now publicly calling out Ferrari's internal issues, exposing fractures that may have remained hidden for years. This act of exposing Ferrari's secrets isn't just about Hamilton expressing frustration. It's also about him positioning himself as a leader, not only within his own team but across the entire grid. His voice carries weight, and by shedding light on Ferrari's shortcomings, Hamilton is ensuring that his narrative stays at the forefront. He's also indirectly sending a warning to Red Bull and others that no team is untouchable in Formula One regardless of past success. This calling out of Ferrari is also a strategic move for Hamilton. He's showing that even in the latter stages of his career, he remains a formidable force. In a sport where young talents like Verstappen and Norris are rising quickly, Hamilton's ability to challenge and expose the weaknesses of the top teams demonstrates that he's not ready to let go of his competitive edge. As we look ahead, both Ferrari and Red Bull face critical decisions about their futures. The next few races will be pivotal in determining whether the internal drama becomes an insurmountable obstacle or a temporary distraction. For both teams, they must decide whether to fix the cracks in their foundations or risk falling further. Behind in what promises to be one of the most competitive seasons in recent memory, Ferrari's next steps will likely be determined by their ability to manage Hamilton's public discontent and refocus on the car's performance. If they can resolve the issues and bring Hamilton back into the fold, they could still be a major player in the title race. However, if the internal chaos continues, it could mark the end of Ferrari's hopes for another championship in the near future. Red Bull, on the other hand, faces a more immediate crisis. Marko's harsh words and the uncertainty surrounding Verstappen's future need to be addressed if Red Bull is to maintain their dominance. Team unity will be the key, and without it, Red Bull's advantage could quickly erode. The relationship between Marko, Verstappen and the team as a whole must be repaired if they want to remain on top. The 2025 Formula One season is shaping up to be one of the most unpredictable and drama-filled in recent history. With major players like Hamilton and Marko openly challenging the status quo, the sport has entered a new chapter where off-track rivalries and political maneuvering are just as important as the racing itself. For fans, this is the ultimate show, beyond the cars, the drivers and the races. We are witnessing a clash of egos, strategy and legacy. As the season progresses, expect more twists, more surprises, and more explosive revelations from Hamilton, Ferrari, Marko, and Red Bull. This is the kind of unpredictability that keeps us all hooked, eager for every new episode in this high-stakes drama. The question remains, who will come out on top when the dust settles? Will it be the ever-dominant Red Bull, a resurgent Ferrari, or a completely unexpected team stepping into the limelight? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain, Formula One in 2025 has never been more fascinating. If you've enjoyed this deep dive into the chaos of Formula One, make sure to like, share and subscribe to stay updated on all the latest developments. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update from the F1 world. And of course, drop your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think of the drama surrounding Hamilton, Ferrari, and Red Bull? Who